Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Tassinix. It is week 4, round 3 of season 20, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Rare duck here today, guys. If you were here in week 1, round 3, we fought Harold. And yeah, let me pull that back up here to remember how that went. A little out of breath from running back and forth while this thing was loading, so give me a sec. So, last time we fought Harold here, week 1, round 3, we managed to win 2776 to 2774. Had him the whole time, right? Alright, so, you know, Harold, if I was Harold, that's a tough one to take. I don't like losing by 2, anything like that. So, this time he has laid out almost entirely different defenses for me. It's going to be a good time. He's already done all of his attacks. The guy did most of his attacking while I was asleep. So I do have the Prime Bot pings, but I don't really know to which teams they went. But I'll read off the scores to you here just to give you a sense of how his attacks went. 57, 60, 60, 59, 56, 59, 57, 60, 53, and that one, what one was that? 298. He got a 50, I think, on that one. Or maybe that was a 58, I think, yeah. And then a 65, and then I don't even know what that is. Anyway, the point is like you get the idea. They're generally pretty good numbers. Yeah, Baylor, good morning. Hey, Lorelei. So glad to have you guys here. But yeah, we really do got to get that intro updated, Baylor. It's so awesome, and I'd love to see all the SL guys, that stream, using it. I think it's such a great trailer. So, love to have it up to speed with the times. Kraken, morning to you. Happy Sunday. Man, I had so much fun on Gridsy last night, guys. I actually got pretty lit on the old fashions. Towards the end of the stream, I was like trying to drink some water and stuff because I was starting to like. So it was a good time though, and man, Heinze had a tough time on some of those attacks, but he got Kyber, and that's all that matters. All right, let's do the defensive. Oh wait! I forgot. Before we do the defensive review, I can absolutely pull up the mod comparison. Give you guys that from. I don't think I showed that off last time. So let me get that up on screen for you. All right. So, Cobra CAW guy. Yeah, he's in some Merc guild right now. Pretty close on the GP, 300,000. Not a lot of difference there. So offense wins. You know, look at these numbers. He's generally got me beat on these numbers. So serious contender. I cannot be crap in the bed here. Zetas, pretty much in spitting distance. That's a good feeling for me because I feel like I'm always struggling on Zetas, and I'm actually just a couple ahead of this guy. That's a nice feeling. Mod analysis. This is where it gets interesting, folks. All right. Again, it's pretty rare to encounter somebody with a lot more mod depth than me, but here we are. Here we are. So like 100 or so more 6 dots. I've got him beat on the plus 25s, but pretty much everywhere else that matters, except for like flat offenses, he's got an edge. It's not the end of the world. We certainly fought him before. We did win, but not to be underestimated. Okay, and then the way that you see, yeah, the relic levels, nobody really cares about that, right? We're in pretty close distance from each other on that. But the speeds of our GLs is interesting. Right? He has this speed advantage, and we can see how he's chosen to concentrate it. What I'm mostly seeing is that he has deprioritized speed on pretty much every GL, except he has a very, very fast JML, and then he has only an averagely fast JMK. But this is a kick in Darth Revan. This is a very fast Malik for at least what I'm used to, because Malik really doesn't need a lot of speed, so 288 is pretty good. Let's see about some of these other characters. Pretty good equivalent here. Really fast Thrawn. I mean, that boy's suited for business. Aha! See that 280 Nest. Man, can you imagine if I'm fighting a BAM team of his that has Nest in it, and then Queel does get the thing off? Man, she goes out right on ahead. You get the days. It's all bad. All bad. Okay. As far as mods go, gosh, I'm actually jealous of you, Harold, with your 228s. I have still not been so lucky. I can't complain too much. I've been getting like 26s with pretty good frequency, so tough to complain about not getting the 28s, but still, a little envy, a little hate. All right, let's pan back on over to the main show. Let me back out of this. Okay, so defensive review. Let's see how we cut through everything. So I'm just going to spoil the surprise here for you guys. On squads, perfect attacks. I mean, perfect in the sense that they were, one-shots. So no impediment offered to him by this Maul team, which I thought was a little fun. I put Sit Trooper on there. I think that was one of his lower 50 or lower 50 banner clears, somewhere in the low 50s. This Finn team, I enjoyed this last round. I got a hold with it. If you kill Finn first, these two gentlemen here at the end will have something to say about it. It's not nice. Asajj team, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future is of this team. The thing is that if you have your Asajj modded for speed and to be very fast with a spirit that's fast right behind it, I think Asajj lead is better because her leadership offers the greater threat if you can actually get turns out, right? Mother Talzin leads better when you expect that you're not going first, and then you just take advantage of more resurrection potential. Like, there's merits to both. I might give more credence to running Mother Talzin next season, even with my Asajj fast as she is. I just want to experiment with it more, right? Because I remember, it was a few seasons ago, like 3-4 seasons ago, but it wasn't too long ago that people were using things like gas to clear my Mother Talzin Night Sisters, and they've certainly not gotten weaker since then. Doc is a big sweaty girl up here with her Relic 8. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, this, he's still pretty readily, easily troopered, so, All right, and then GG, yeah, I sat down here with T3, but I was watching an It's Just Ian video this morning, and I was thinking to myself over the last couple of weeks, man, I'm seeing, ever since the executive requirements came out and people have put relics on their IG-88 and stuff, I'm seeing all these jank teams with GG now. GG and some crap droids, T3, IG-88. But really, I think that for next 5v5, I think the golden standard GG team is going to be, for setting on defense, it's going to be GG, T3, BB-8, IG-88, and some droid. There's a whole host of options you can put in that last slot. But that's the core. And BB-8 provides so much threat there. You have a lot of damage from your T3, especially if you've got the double Zetas. If you're at this point and you don't have double Zetas on T3, really don't advise it. You're going to have such a higher call for those for so many other characters in the near future. But if you do have him, it's nice. So why do I say that's going to be the way for GG to be run? Because it affords you to run a Nute lead with the Sept droids. And that, to me, is just a better split. You still have a GG team where it's very threatening, especially where you have a mix of light side and light side and dark side droids, because the light side droids will have their health drained twice as fast from GG. So you're setting up an interesting condition where you can have those staggered deaths that you're looking for, right? The first, let's say you've got those two light side droids, BB-8 and T3. They're yellow health, right? And then you've got higher yellow or low green health for the dark side droids, and you go after BB-8, let's say, because you don't want that to pop off, right? You kill BB-8, that forces GG to go. He gets he does more life sap and forces T3 down, and now you get to hit maybe one of the dark side droids. But if anything should kill that other light side droid that survived, you've got them staggered now, where the light-siders die first, feed into the dark-siders dying, and GG's just taking whoomp, 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 3-4 turns. I know this because I got blown out by it a couple days back. So let me tell you, it's a real thing. And I think it's ingenious usage of characters, because GG's just as threatening as he was going to be otherwise. And then you have this Nute Separatist team, which means that I don't need to be drawing Django into that team if I don't want to, and have him for bounty hunters. Although I have to say, having Django down with Nute this team has been a lot of fun. People have taken very, very serious teams against it. Haven't gotten a lot of holds with it, but that just means people understand the threat. Okay, let's go down here to the bottom. Alright, so yeah, we got my Nute, Dooku, Django, Droideka nest. He cleared this. I put Set back here with this team just to toy a little bit, but honestly, this was a mistake. I probably should have set Mara with it, because he actually dropped to this comp with Mara in it last time, but I did want to have that Maul comp up there have a couple different threats. So, that's the split I chose. He still cleared it. I mean, he cleared it, he two-shot it last time, but, Alright, so this Ray team, it's just a good Ray team, and he cleared it. Gas, he cleared it. When I look at this guy's history, though, he's usually taking 4 GLs on attack, so it makes sense that he's not really having any trouble with his clears, right? Alright, and then we see in the back here, we have this B-team crew down. We have JMK Cat awaiting for him. He got that one. And then we have this Karth-led team. Now, I know, give me all your hate about the Karth lead, but I had to make a couple odd choices. You know how I like to have my BAM team on defense. Couldn't do it this round because I've been putting him on defense and neglecting getting that feat, right? This last feat that just came up with him. So I got to do that here today. And I set this down because it's something. I like Mission Zalbar. I like Canderous with Wampa. Maybe you could say that Kira lead was, objectively the better choice. I don't know. Maybe even Stormtrooper Han lead, because then everybody on the team would have some kind of benefit. There was a couple different ways to skin this cat, but that's the way I went. And again, considering how much he reserves for offense, I don't think it would have made much of a difference. All right. So here's the fun part, guys. Last time he fought us in fleets. Let's take a look. He cleared my Negotiator and my Executrix each for 62 banners. So not bad work, yeah? All right, so this time I set him Malevolence and Executrix. Yes, Sasha, yes, the dots. Love amping that Wampa. So anyway, here's what we set for fleet this time. And by the way, guys, I mean, at the risk of informing my opponents for the next season, I'm really thinking that unless somebody's history reveals a very big weakness that would make me want to change this, I think a good standard defense is going to be some Malevolence composition. You can do Vulture off the bench, you can do Spy off the bench, it depends what you think they're going to take against you. But Malevolence is pretty, it's powerful on attack. It is not good banners on attack. Like, very seldom do you get to finish with, high protection or full health and stuff like that. The fleet, it just survives taking damage, and it does it very well, but not for great banners. I think Malevolence is a great threat on defense. And when you're setting down a Malevolence, they're going to save like a get two of their own. You're telling him it's like, you get one. You get one easy. You can choose which one. I'm guessing you're going to choose Malevolence. You get to have him easy. Okay, fine. And so that's what we did. Now, Tarkin I put down, that was... my starting lineup for this was Imperial TIE Bomber, Gauntlet, and TIE Fighter. And the idea there is that you still want to kill the Gauntlet, or you still want to kill the TIE Bomber first, but you have Gauntlet there to sustain him, and then you have to mind if you're going to AoE, because that's a Relic 7 TIE Fighter with almost 31% dodge, and that's before we're talking about him using his special and putting up Foresight. So you have to mind that because of the turn feeding. And what happens with the next turns? It should be, I think it's Palpatine, then B-28 should be the order that they came out. And then Vader, and then I believe I had, I write this stuff down so I don't have to remember all of it. Let me see. Actually, yeah. So it was TIE Bomber, Gauntlet, TIE Fighter, and then the reinforcements were Palps, Vader, and B-28 only. So there wasn't a fourth. I don't know. Interesting. So anyway, he had to three-shot it, and I wish I had seen these attacks because he was actually attacking on fleets when I was awake. But I had such a busy morning, I couldn't track it. Didn't see what happened after the first drop. We'll never know. So here's the fun part. Despite him having only one drop on attacks last time and no other drops, and then he had these 3 drops on fleet, whereas he did not before, his score is actually higher than last time. Last time he scored, we won by 2 points, and he scored a 2774. So he's 2796. So either I set something easier, or I set more predictably, or he came even better prepared than before. So even though we have more losses, we actually have less banner margin than we did last time, right? So that's going to be fun, yeah? All right, let's talk offense now. So I'm actually still kind of puzzling this out, right? I'll think about it. So you got Django up here. This is a 315 Bosk and a 309 Grief. So 345 and 339 effective under Django lead. Very serious stuff, very fast. It just so happens that, I can troopers that. But here's the thing. I dropped against his DR last time because my Death Trooper wasn't fast enough. My Piet got out first, but then that Death Trooper got the 20% turn meter fed to him and was still slower than DR. And that broke our train, and we were screwed from there. So really strongly anticipate him to have that in the back. We'll see. All right, Mon Mothma turn meter team. So you know the story with this one. Like my Treya team, just the trio has beaten this with some difficulty because of just how long it takes for us to get turns. But they devour themselves on Treya as they do that. My Treya has speed defense modding with a crit avoidance arrow, so she's going to be able to take the piddly little hits from that team all day. It's just, do we want to risk Scion's neck out, or not Scion, Nihilus's neck out there? And the reason that I like using Gideon there, and again, this counter comes from Zareth, but it's really very brilliant. Because you're thinking, okay, yeah, he uses control of the situation and resets their whole turn meter. But here's the added bonus. You get to do the sweep with Scion before any of them take a turn, right? So that means that vast majority of their team, if not everybody, has pain on them. Whenever you have somebody doing an attack from Mon Mothma's team, Mon Mothma's basic will dispel any debuffs off of them. But because they have pain before they take that turn, they have to target Scion because he got out ahead. And so when they clear those debuffs and hit Scion, they get pain back. And that's what makes it such a snooze fest. Thank you. Wife just brought me a nice fresh plate of eggs. Eggs with a little bit of hot sauce over hash browns. All right, so a Nute team. Nute, Dooku, B2, Magna, and Droideka. Kind of threatening, actually. Yeah. It's kind of threatening. I mean, this is something I'd probably Geos, but, our opponent said a few things that I could Geos, and that's part of the puzzle here this morning. All right, so this GG team, pretty much what I'm talking about, yeah? And because, look at the range of gear on those characters. I mean, you're going to have T3 kick off the train into BB-8, and then probably into IG-88 there. So, I got to be careful with that. He checked my history and saw me dropping that. Oh yeah, JJ, that Gideon thing, that's real clever. I think it's more than meets the eye. So good on Zareth for coming up with that one. It's got its uses. All right, so down here we got CLS. Now I have a faster CLS. You could mirror, I have a faster Han rather. I could mirror it, but I want a CLS gas. That's what I've been doing. I enjoy it. I think the best thing for me to deal with this CLS is probably doing that JKL Hoda JML thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking to do right now. It's like 62 banners, because can't nobody get stunned. And you get to just rain down on them with impunity. All right, so BAM team, very serious BAM team. And also, so what is it, like 320 something speed I remember seeing? 328. It's decently fast. Fast enough that I don't want to try and bounty hunters it. I got piped early in the season by not minding that speed, thinking that I could run roughshod with Aurra, and I could not. What I would need here would be like I could use Mando lead, and that would resolve the speed problem in terms of my Bosk and Grief getting out ahead. But then we're at a loss because they are going to get turns before I get the contract out. So I think we're priced out of using bounty hunters here. Got to keep that in mind. And then you have this crew team with Lobster, and then just the rest of this. I mean, Kylo is okay. Um, Fox is okay, but it's going to be relatively easy to move past crew, kill Lobster, and then the rest of this goes down like a sack of bricks. So, let me talk to you guys about the attack plan here real quick. Let me throw it up on screen for you guys to look at. I'll have my stream up here so I can see if it looks too terribly small. Let's try it like this. Okay. So, for those of you who are familiar, this is the spreadsheet where I do my planning and my tracking of battles, and I update it from swugga.gg to see how they do their attacks. And I love doing this, and this gives me a nice visual representation while I'm planning. Anyway, let me get a bite of these eggs while they're still hot. All right. So this is the game plan as it stands. The JKL, the CLS against the gas, the JKR I think I'm going to take against BAM. That's kind of the running plan. My BAM I think I'll use against crew, because I think that I was originally planning to use BAM against GG, but I am legit afraid of the turn meter that BB-8's going to be passing around with his secret intel. You know that GG's going to get to do one AoE off of the bat because, he's gonna get that freebie turn. And then T3 had one of the Zetas, not both. There are no good Zetas for him to have that you're fighting. Like, it's not a thing you want to fight. So I'm worried about getting staggered again, right? And that's what I'm trying to not do. So I'm thinking I'm going to slacker that. Now, the one thing that we got to talk about as I'm going through here is how am I dealing with the DR in the back? And there's definitely a GL. It's probably not JMK because he used JMK Mirror to clear mine last time. I very much expect he did the same. It is very probably a Ray. You see I don't have C budgeted here for attack, so we can definitely use C to take that on. My concern is the DR. That's the one I'm worried about. So, before we get underway, any good recommendations from you guys about pushing around these few teams that you see right here for bottom front? Any push around you might do here? Because once I commit this way, I don't think there's any going back. There's no... there's not going to be many workarounds once I commit to this plan of attack. Good coffee. Y'all are being quiet on me here this morning. Must not be the only one eating breakfast. Again, sorry to eat on stream, guys. I don't choose when my darling wife brings me a hot plate of eggs, but I'm damn sure not going to turn it down. Can BAM take on CLS? JJ asks. A fine question. First, I'm going to check Zareth's counter list. Yeah, you have to have the speed to do the Aurra. Really? Okay, that's about right. Yeah, Yeah, JKR is what I have planned. It doesn't look like I've seen a BAM do that, right? Plus, Han gets to ignore taunts off the bat, so he probably couldn't kill anyone. Not before Bam would get his reset to use Wonder of the Force. Yeah. It seems theoretically possible. Let me. So I just checked Xeris list and didn't see anything about it. Let me check Swugga.gg and see if there's any hot tips on that. Let's see here. JKL teams, JMKs, JKRs, Gas, Slacker, C, GG, of course. No, I don't see anything that looks like it would support that here. Yeah, I certainly don't think I'd want to take the risk, JJ, but I appreciate exploring the options, so thank you. All right. The one thing I need to remember is wherever I use Vader and Thrawn today, I need to have Fulcrum in there. Yeah, if Han did the stun to Bam, wouldn't IG-11's first turn take care of that stun, though? So we wouldn't necessarily be behind the ball. Well, no, we would miss his first turn, though, right? Because he's ahead of IG-11. So he would naturally drop the stun and just be at low TM when IG-11 takes the first turn. Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. And I'm glad we're talking about this because if I end up needing to use, Slacker to easily clear this GG, I am worried about what we're going to do about that DR in the back. But, maybe I do something different. What about instead of having Gideon with Traya? Now, I've heard... I have not used this. I have not used Gideon with troopers against DR, but I know Heinz's used to it. He's picked that up. I know there's got to be some. Tell me what you guys know about using the Gideon with the troopers. Like, is that something again a good idea against a potentially very fast DR? Because if I use Gideon with troopers, I could use something like Xeris with the Traya team and blunt out all of the damage from Mon Mothma while we just devour people. Can I bounty hunter his DR? Unfortunately, Sasha, because it's a Django lead, I'm priced out because my Django is himself on defense. So I am priced out from that one, I believe. Unless you have a hot idea, I'm all ears. Yeah, you're right about that, JJ. You don't want to use range troopers stomp to gain protection up when you're doing that. That's not what caught me out last time. What caught me out is that my Death Trooper's speed plus 20%, or with 20% turn meter gain, was still less than DR. So the way it worked is my Admiral Piet did go first, put Mark onto Dark Trooper, then DR went and hit Dark Trooper, and it was all over from there. Death Trooper should have gone first, and I've since fixed that speed problem, which I will absolutely double check for when we see that DR in the back. But yeah, so you understand my worry. All right, so I don't think we have anything better here. I appreciate the couple options we're juggling around, JJ and Sasha, but yeah, I think we're all coming to the same conclusion that not a lot of workarounds. So let's get settled in. Let me move my game plan back over. We'll do one that we know is easy and fun and all of that good stuff. Actually, yeah, that's my email. Let me fix that. Put you back on scene. There we go. There we go. All right, got that back up. It was CLS, so we're going to do JKL, HOTA, JML. Yeah. Yeah, JJ, I'll tell you what, man. You know, it's a brave new world with the changes that they're making, and I'm hoping Dark Trooper's still just as awesome as he was before. I mean, he wasn't, you know, a universal GL counter. He's good against like two of them with some kind of reliability, right? Maybe I haven't really personally tested with that much against GLs, but you know, I've heard tell. But Relic 8 Dark Trooper is a force, and man, like, I mean, even Relic 7 is, if you've got like good mods on him. The idea would be like 10,000 plus offense at Relic 7. You just take an Imperial Trooper team into that challenge pit raid, especially like in phase 2, just after you feed somebody to get the Devour. Man, you just knock that door down and you just go to town. It is crazy the damage he does. I mean, in a variety of contexts. Okay, let's get that. We will get the other two Jedi in here. So it is JKL, HOTA, and JML. And now, so you see, I set GG because I didn't want to have too lame a defense. But if I wanted to use GG on offense against this, I would have needed to keep Nute with the team, which would have disrupted two teams on defense. So that's why I made the split I did. All right, guys, let's get our combat music underway and get started. Yeah? Yeah, Dark is a monster, sir. Okay, we can do the AoE first. I think I like that better. Yeah. Well, that was rude. Okay, well, you can calm down with all that now, friend. Over on to Chewbacca, do this, and stun, and call. And who does Stone Age? People who have ability block as him. You have very high turn meter. Let's have a say about that. Yeah, you can't be doing that, I'm afraid. Yeah. My only regret is that we may not, in fact, have a lot of time to restore protection. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to destroy you. Okay, let's cap these two guys off. Alright, you're still pretty low on turn meter. We'll take that advantage. You're going to dodge, of course. Okay, so JML is still going to get another turn. We get to do another mass. The mass should restore some goodness to us, but not enough for perfect banners, I think. Pretty close, though. 62. I think that's pretty darn close. Tough to complain about that. That is so nice and easy to move through CLS, but I guess relatively expensive for what it is. Still, not a lot of things are 62ing that. Okay, so bam. We have super got to be out ahead. I really want to do some kind of Jedi jank here, so... So JKR... Grandmaster... Jolie will not be of any value to us if Bam kills anything. Bastila, and then I guess old Ben. So we get the AoE TMR, we get buff spread, double assault, got an assist caller, and then I still kind of have this team to deal with stuff in the back. I kind of like this Jedi team, like some Qui-Gon Jinn lead thing with Cam and other GR Jedi. Yeah, I think that there's some potency there. The decent Relic Dark destroys a DR on the M squad. Absolutely right about that, Lorelei. Although if you watched a couple weeks, what was it? Well, I think it was round 1 of this week. Inexplicably, an R8 Dark Trooper was not able to kill a Relic 5 Sith Empire Trooper, not even in full 6-dot mods. Like, it wasn't able to kill him in time. Like, you had to kill him to start the turn meter train to stop DR from getting his first turn. And we couldn't do that. DR got his first turn. Just can't come back from that, I'm afraid. Alright, so what's the song right off the get? We do mark directly onto BAM, all eyes on killing BAM. And we have multiple tools for dealing with... So here's the thing. Do I actually want Old Ben, or do I want Jolie? Because if all goes well, BAM won't be getting a turn. Not a turn that matters, anyway. But we could still have an issue with Nest. How many times have we seen a well-modded Nest just blow out one target of choice? Yeah, I think that might be, because you'll have the AOE ability block and stuff easily removed by IG-11, right? So that's probably the better way to go, which means that I'd want to have Jolie and Grandmaster. I think this is it, but actually then we would want to have Grandmaster here so that he's easier to buff. I think this is it, so let me pen in this slightly changed composition. Grandmaster, Ezra, and Jolie. Ezra, Grandmaster, and Best. Alright, off we go. Kill him! Okay, that actually was pretty nice. We'll do a basic here. Don't need to do anything else. Oof. Oof. Okay, oof. Keep after him. Okay, so he just healed himself. Kind of a pain, but we'll live with it. Let's keep him buffed up. Okay, we'll do the buff spread here. No reason to do anything else other than basic. We really need him to take a turn now, and I fear that it's going to be a while. We can put a smash on him. We really don't want to take anybody too far down, right? So it's actually rather important that we just kind of stay on BAM here. I'm even going to basic, no reason to use anything until he gets to do stuff. Although I have to say, this is really unfortunate because of how long it's taking. Alright, he finally entered Discipline. We need to turn meter swap somebody with very high turn meter, Grandmaster, so that we can do another direct focus. We can try and, if we slap, we get countered, which I'm not a huge fan of. So we should try and do the stun. The stun was indeed a worthy try. Alright, goodbye. Alright, so we got the big threat off the table. Why even let you do stuff? Not into that. Let's call Grandmaster and have him get to stepping. Still not a great time to do the slap. Nest lives. Basic. Grandmaster. Let's keep the train going. Basic. Smash and Z. People who need to die very quickly. Probably you at this point. You're just going to be an impediment to us if we don't kill you. Basic again. Still not a huge fan of the slaps. We'll save that last mark to take on Nest, yeah? It's coming soon, I believe. So she has a buff up, but that's going to be in like 1,000 years. So we'll do this spread now. Might as well call her, get her a little protection back, yeah? Basic. Swap again to somebody high turn meter. It looks like Ezra's the best game in town. can't really kill her there. We could call, and then somebody's going to get countered. We'll see. I mean, that was actually a great call because of the max health down, although that double hit kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a better time to do this. Might as well continue with the max health down train. We can do stun here, maybe? No, just TM removal. It's kind of a bummer. Try and stun, maybe? No, it's kind of a bummer. Okay, got a minute and a half, so we really do have to expediently move through the health. Let's call JKR, keep up with the max health downtrend. I will slap on this occasion, get that, and then spread. Just precisely to avoid all those bombs. Okay, come on. Come on. You jerk, die. Thank you. Okay, people who need to be healed a lot. She's got that. Let's swap this. Who can we cap off health-wise? I think JKR is the only other real candidate for that. 56. Probably as good as we were going to do. I'm into it. I'm into it. All right, we're through the gate on that one. All right, it's gas time. Load up CLS. Chupio, Chewy, Han, C3PO. Go. Thank you guys, thank you. Appreciate it. And shout out to Sasha, who is, I think, currently sitting at number 2 in the world at the top of Division 1. You're an absolute monster. Not that you need me to tell you that. Okay, you're allowed to take turns and stuff, CLS. It's good. It's good for everybody. We're all cool with it. Okay, that's, again, very rude. 5s. Yeah. Finish. And then we have learned that doing the sweep is the better choice because we have run out of time to do effective damage before. Turn meter. How we looking turn meter wise? Yes. Very happy to help, Sasha. Anytime. Absolutely a pleasure. Plus, honestly, for these next seasons, I propose a partnership, man. We can consult with each other on our GAC plannings. I'm sure I'll get the disproportionate benefit out of it because there's a lot more squads than fleets, but your squad knowledge would be a help to me. Let's think about this. We want to keep... Yeah, we wanted to keep... this is why. We didn't want to do the stance with CLS because otherwise we would have had a big problem. Now that we already have speed down, we get to stun. And that's... I think this is the end of the battle now. Yeah. 56. It will do. It will do. Not a priceless work of art, but it will do. Okay, against this crew team, we're just gonna bam it. Was gonna bam the GG, but Sasha, probably very wisely counseled me that the BB-8's gonna be your X factor for having GG get out ahead. You could have turn meter stripped off people, disrupt your opener. I heard him out on that one. That's a very solid point. Nobody wants that kind of drama. All right, again, I got to get at a little bit of these eggs. Still warm on the inside, but not for long. All right, sounds good, Sasha. All right, it's a deal. All right, scoundrels, let's roll. Bam. Wheel. IG-11. Where are you at? Dengar. And you. Okay. So the moral of the story is we annihilate Lobster and then we win, yeah? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so we for sure get out ahead. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Let me double check that this is what I plan to bring. Bam, Quill, IG-11, Dengar, Kara, and go. Okay, have to be on target with him for the moment. Hype up. Set. Sweep. It's not nice. TMR? Yeah, TMR. Yeah, TMR. More TMR. Haha! Jerk. Okay, might as well do that. I'll sleep the same. And unfortunately, this... Yeah, nobody gets to walk away from that one. No, no, no. I'm afraid not. Let's save that protection, let's save that heal and stuff towards the end, yeah? We definitely have the main threat conditions off the deck. Bonk! He goes. Enough out of you. Yeah, TMR for the lulz. I'm into it. Let's shock you. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Well, now that you're stunned and can't counter, that seems like an especially good time. Health. Yeah, gain foresight for 2 turns. Yeah, this'll do. This'll do. We can do this. And then you've got counter back while you still have shock, so let's just leave you alone. Okay. Bonk. Amp up. TMR. Yeah, it's not very nice of you. Okay, how we doing? Let's go ahead and heal him. Oh yeah, that's super nice. And let's stun you again if we can. We'll kill you with the AoE. Oh, perfect. Absolute perfection. Got him. Got him. Okay. So that's a 62, a 56, a 56, and a 60. Not bad. All right. What do we got? What do we got? It's Ray. It's DR. Can't say we didn't call it, folks. Okay, and then RJT. All right, so he set the same DR team from last time. Now let's do a mathematics check again. All right, so 345. Let's assume here that I presume to troopers this again. Now if we did Piers, Piet, Death, let's check the math. All right. So you've got, bust out the calculator. 257 plus 20 for Veer's lead, divided by 0.8, assuming a gain of 20% turn meter, 346.25. That there, that's fun. Oh, I specifically made that change immediately after losing the match to Harold. I was a little mad. So let's think about this. How does this go? What is it? I forget what it is. I forget what the mechanic is that makes him gain the 20% turn meter. I did want to review that. This is turn meter when they... That's what it is. That's what it is. Because of the buffs gained from this Imperial Ambition. Offense up. Gain stealth. Want to become famous. Oh boy! Somebody who's willing to spam in my chat. Fantastic. I gotta get mods to ban people. That's what I should do. No, let's see. Let's see if I can't figure this out. Where's the option? Where's the option? There it is. Ban. Now, some people could say you could maybe time somebody out. I'm going to be pretty final about spammers and stuff like that. Goodbye. Alright, so why is it 20% turn meter gain? Everybody gets the offense up. But what else is it? It's, whenever they gain 10% turn meter whenever they gain a buff. What's the second buff? There's a second buff, right? Who does a second buff? It's only Admiral Piet who goes first. Somebody, Sasha, help me remember this. What is this? What am I thinking of? It's 20% turn meter that Death gains. But where's the other 10% coming from? He's getting the offense up here. He's not starting with a buff. He doesn't self-buff off the get. I want to make sure my math is absolutely right before this goes on. Dark Trooper has something to do with it. Dark Trooper goes after Death, though. Dark Trooper squad. It's not that. What is it? What is it about this? Piet unique buff. Piet unique. Oh, Emperor's Trap itself is considered a buff. Duh. Yeah, so that's it. Emperor's Trap and Offense Up is the 20% that he gains. Duh. Good call. Thank you, Sasha. I was stuck thinking about that. But anyway, guys, the math checks out, yeah? Not by a lot, but it works. So what was the comp exactly? Yeah, let's take a note on this back wall. Appreciate you, Sasha. Thanks for the reminder. All right, RJT, R2, Holdo, OG Finn, and Zalbar. All right. Then you have Ray, Cat, and L3. Ray, Cat, and L3. So probably bringing in my biggest, sweatiest C team, yeah? Link, crap. Alright, 345 speed Cat. It's not a great situation. How fast is the Resistance Hero Finn? 326. Not slow. Not slow. Okay, that's an interesting team. Alright, so you got DR, HK, so can't do the stomp, Malik, DSF, and Mara. Okay. This time, we are correct on the speeds. So we're going to take in, and we're going to avenge ourselves with the same troopers that failed against this opponent just a couple weeks ago. Alright, Piet, Death, Range, Dark. Alright, anything else that I should think about before I start? No, I think we're good. Sure hope I chose the right team. Okay, game. Who dies first? It needs to be HK that dies first. Target, Dark. Begin. Oh, we got the assist. That's a nice way to start. You don't always get that. We basic here. Okay, we buff up. Basic you to death. We go after you next. Basic, get the assist. Good, good, good. He's still... Oh man, that turn meter's so high. Terminate, get an assist. No? Okay, basic, get the kill. Alright, we're in business. We need to get rid of Foresight off of her, get her gone. The elite dodge. We want to do the smash onto Malik when it's just the two of them, yeah? I can't have her getting her her thing out. We have enough TM. Yeah, I think we can still get her right there. Okay, everything going according to plan. I would say probably basic here is the best choice, followed by... oh crap, we don't want a basic there, and we don't want to do this until it's that time. So what do? We do... How far are we from the smash? Looks like we're really close. If we do the basic, we'll get a drain, right? We'll get a drain. Still probably better to do the basic. As it turns out, it was better to do the basic. Okay, he gets feared, and this is the smash that ends the match. Aha! Vengeance is mine, says the Death Trooper. Oh, I'm not sweating, you're sweating. All right. Now, we have to look back at the game plan for that top deck. So we still have, man, we have all the options in our pocket here, Sasha. You know, we can, how are we going to deal with RJT over there? What am I going to do with that? R2 Holdo Finzal. I don't need to worry about that one right now. What I got to worry about is how we're going to deal with Ray. So that's going to be C. Let's think about this. No immediate execution for Cat. She'll use. I don't know what she'll use, to be honest. But she won't have the execute, so she'll probably do Xian. And then what? What do we do? So we have to link L3. We have to link L3 out the bat because she's got the pre-taunt, which means that probably the best choice would be to link Ray, purely for speed gain. You know, you want, because before we do the transform, we'll relink again, and in an ideal world, I could link Resistance Hero Finn and L3, or sorry, Resistance Hero Finn and Cat, but it's more likely that I'll have to settle for L3 and Cat, right? Need to have Cat linked so she dies. Right, yeah. Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, and we would probably do a relink just before the ultimate, right? Because the fastest way for us to get to the ultimate, considering that we have to link L3, is to link L3 and Ray. I don't think there's a better, faster way to get us charged. And I think you'd agree that getting us to the charge quickest is going to be the best way to go about it. So what does that comp look like? Not really worried about big time debuffs, yeah? So, I mean, Mandalorian's probably fine. Have Gar, you're not considered a tank, so you're no good to me. Tank. Stormtrooper would do just fine. And then Sasha, you were telling me, yeah, turn meter gain. Yeah, turn meter gain can be bad against Ray. Alright, that's a fair point. Well, what are we thinking here? Is there another fifth worth considering? I mean, I don't want to go in with less than 5 for this, to be sure. Just thinking maybe it's not a tank. Avoid Royal Guard. Alright, fair enough. We can avoid Royal Guard. Sure. I don't have set, so if I have to have a tank for Vader, I'm up the creek if I need to use one. So, fair question, fair question. Where was I intending to use Vader? Let's solve for that. That is a good way to look at this. So I had Vader penned in for possible usage against Django, and that's probably what I have to do because I otherwise had Veer's penned in for that. Which means, what, Bounty Hunters against RJT? That sounds rough. What about Bounty Hunters against the Nute team? We don't have much in the way of Dispel. We are greatly threatened by Droidica. I don't know about all that. I feel like we have Geos penned in to go against the Nute team. If we move Geos to fight the RJT team, then... Alright, so we can push that around. So we have to find the home for Bounty Hunters first to figure out how we have to use Vader. So Vader, I think, is definitely going here for Django. So right now I have it penned in as Vader, Thrawn, and Fulcrum. Could possibly use Gideon there, but you're going to have Grief immediately dispel Shore Trooper, and then what? So that's why we would. So we need what? We need the attack tech, right? Let's check that math real quick. So it was a 345 Bosk and a 339 Grief. So how fast does that mean that I need to get Vader up to? We would want one person to go. So we would need to be faster effective than 339 after attack tech goes out. So we assume that we must use Watt here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's think about this. So Vader is 267, yeah? So let's load up like we were going to do this. So Vader is 267. Let's add the people that we can't do without. We do you, we do... I think she's considered Rebel, is Fulcrum, right? Yeah, Fulcrum because of the feet. It's unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Then we have who? It was gonna be Shore Trooper. Well, we have to have Watt. So Separatist. Alright, so what do we have? So you get 267 plus 16. Oh, there. Gotta not mistype. 267 plus 16 for himself at the start of battle, plus 8 for Thrawn. 291 divided by 0.85, assuming that, yeah, okay, so that means that we're out ahead. We're out ahead. Vader is 342 effective. 291 divided by 0.85 is 342. So we're not ahead of Bosk, which is not our dependency. That's fine. Let him take a turn, and his turn gives us Vader's first turn. Vader gets to go right into Massacre, and then I guess we would try to bonk Jango, yeah? Jango basics for everybody. Who's the crush on? I don't think there's anybody I'm terribly worried about. Oh, you know, well, yeah, we're not worried about Grief Dispel in terms of our dots because we have Vader lead. So what we see here is that we already have the speed required. Maybe we don't need a tank. It is possible because only his Bosk should get a turn. Yeah. However, this could be an opportunity for Royal Guard. It's even more speed, which doesn't make a difference in terms of Bosk. Bosk still gets to go out ahead. We could keep Shore for use with C, and then you would have Watt's tank tech very quickly put a taunt. And in fact, since we shouldn't need Grand Admiral Thrawn to do a turn meter swap to Vader, we could have him do the turn meter swap to Watt to get that tank tech out all the more quickly. I think that might be it. What do you think, Sasha? What do you think, everybody in the crowd? I'll take. I am happy to take opinions on this one. It's been a while since I've had to do something jank like this against a bounty hunter team. It sounds like the math checks out, though. Somebody's welcome to tell me I'm absolutely terribly wrong about that, though. Okay, no comments or dissent from you, the esteemed viewers. So I think we're gonna run this one because if I have to clean this up, I'd rather know. This is the right team, but it's the wrong time to run it. I think we want to do C first. Now that we know that we have the latitude we were looking for with tanks. Yeah, I hope I won't come to regret that. Yeah, we have bounty hunters to deal with this. I should be okay. I should be okay. All right, see. So we have time. I think we have time enough to go for that third stack on armor. Yeah. Put down one armor shred and then try and get the 3 Beskar onto Sith Eternal. You know, oftentimes I just go for the 2. We're doing Gar Saxon because he's a tank. He's a nice warm body for us. Shore Trooper is fine. Stormtrooper is fine. And I don't think we had a better option. We use Royal Guard with Vader. I think that's good. Okay, so we do the links, then we do waiting until we get our ultimate. We have multiple people die. And what exactly is that raid comp? I think it's very low in the way of Dispel, yeah? There's no RJT there. So you've got Rey, Resistance Hero Finn, no Dispel to enemies, just Dispel debuffs off of all friends. You've got, put it in this armor, and then it was Storm, Shore, and Gar. So what's going to happen there? Cat's going to do Shien, and we have to just bide our time. Gotta link L3 and Rey out of the gate. The Dispel from Poe won't matter. It comes too late. Poe does his middle first, not his stun. So we should have time to get that third stack, and the third stack might be very helpful. All right, I'm thinking this is going to be it, guys. Wish me luck. Cross my heart. This is first time using something like this against or Rey Cat. And last time I fought a Rey Cat, not with this comp, but I did lose. So, little cautious. All right, let's get going. If we die, we die. All right, Link, as the prophecies foretold. Thank you, Baylor. Here we go. All right, there's your Shien we were all looking for. Where's the counterattack? Where's my extra stack? Come on, somebody, hook me up. There's my third stack. Don't even have to be greedy. Going for the armor shred. Let's get the Beskar right on out. Heal him! Let's go ahead and give a little love to the rest of our guys. Let us help them bide some time. You know, Baylor, I appreciate the desire to not see me shot in the foot, so I appreciate your sense of caution. I often have to be careful about how I give advice to. Outside of Fleet, at least. Dagger wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, might as well. Armor Shred doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, yeah. She fixin' to pop us, gentlemen. Alright, we're gonna save the protection restore. She's about to go off. Bonk. Good lord. Okay, so can we not have that happen again? We have to do the relink here. 1 and 2. Okay, whack-a-mole. Jeez. Do that. Can some of you people take turns? Oh my god. Okay, well, it took longer than I would have liked, but I guess it's something. Stop. Oh my god, when is a turn coming? Seriously, she's gonna be able to ult here. This is taking way too long. Legit terrifying. Absolutely legit terrifying. Okay, so we have to zap here. We have no better option. We don't have time, I think, to link and zap, but we do have time to zap and link. So, zap, link, pray. Pray a lot. Pray a lot, and if we die, cry a lot. Not really giving me a lot there in terms of the health back, but we made it. Okay, What do we do? What do we do? We keep after her now, right? Because yeah, let them get their shocks on themselves. Okay, okay. Yeah, and then she gets to do a whack-a-mole on us here in a sec, yeah? When we kill these two fools. Come on, man. How many times do you get to whack-a-mole when I'm not killing all of them, alright? Relax, lady. Alright. So far, so good. I think we got it, guys. I don't think there's any value to me manually piloting this, so to auto we go. Finish up the remnant of these eggs, and but for the grace of God, we made it through Raycat. Dig it, dig it. 46, by the skin of my ass, and I am okay with that. A one-shot is a one-shot is a one-shot. Okay. Man, the power of mathematics, guys, you know? Doing these math checks and crap. It's going to even be more fun when we see if that works for us with Vader again. By the way, guys, thank you, Baylor, thank you, Sasha, appreciate it. It was a great fight there. So glad I didn't drop. By the way, guys, I'm still coming up with ideas for what to do with channel points and stuff. I have a couple things available right now, but if you've got some hot ideas, I'm interested in hearing about. What's up, Fallen? What you got? What's up? I see you out there. How's your Sunday morning going? Sunday afternoon now, if you're on East Coast time. All right. I swear, no more eating. Strictly coffee now. All right. We're thinking to do the bounty hunters against that down there. Now that we've got through the sweaty teams that we're really worried about, how does this have to go? So, the biggest threat on deck in this team is still Mando, yeah? Whoever we kill with Vader's bonk ain't coming back, so that's good. Let's think about it. So, on whom do we crush? It doesn't matter, none of them should have counterattack by that point. So, we can crush anybody. So that comes down to, who do I want to basic more? I'm guessing it should be crush onto Bosk, because everybody else I would want to be ability blocked if I could choose. I don't want Grief to be able to dispel. I don't want Boba to do stuff. I don't want Jango to do stuff. And if Bosk gets his turn and he's able to taunt or whatever, we have Thrawn. We have ways of dealing with that. Okay, so what does that mean? It does mean that we get to slacker this bad boy down there, right? And what did I have? I had some Jedi team I could do, yeah? What does that look like against this Nute? If I had to move GVA like I planned to deal with RJT, then that means I need something Jedi related here, yes? What do we got? What do we got? Let's think in terms of Qui-Gon Jinn, this one, this one, this one, and this one? Plo Koon's nice, but Plo Koon and Shak Ti are redundant in terms of their basic. Yes, he can give 50% turn meter and defense up, but she's modded to be a stun bot. She's got that 90% plus crit chance and over 100% potency. So she's here to do the business. And I like that. So we got a couple heals there. Now the healing might be redundant with Shak Ti and Barriss. So maybe it is better to take somebody else. But as far as Galactic Republic goes, I really do want to keep that synergy there with the CAM Zeta. So if I drop Barris, it pretty much would be Plo. And for the aforementioned reasons, I can't imagine why Plo would be better, be good with us when we have extra speed here from Qui-Gon Jinn, and then all the restoration you need between Shock and Barris. So the question is, does that work mechanically against this Nute team? Let's think about it. Nute is what speed? 317. Your boy's got the zoomies. 324. Haha! That's a very fast one. Stealth, 2 turns. Yeah. So just so you know, I like to have my Nute speed 1 faster than Dooku. Why? Because Nute puts out extortion immediately, and then Dooku cloaks him. Whereas if you had Nute just behind, well, the stealth lasts for 2 turns, right? That's what I was just checking there on Master of Akashi. Makashi, rather. But now you'll get that full benefit of 2 turns stealth on Nute, if Nute is 1 speed faster. Alright, I think we're going to slacker this and get it out of the way. There is no GG that can stand, and you know all about this, Lorelei, now. You know there's no GG that stands up to Slacker. It's not close. Nobody would call it close. They would be liars to do so. People who I really want to have stunned. Chapter 1. You can do a Dispel, but not one that matters. We'll do Stabby, and off we go with the auto. Only thing I like to do is make sure I do the stab first. Womp, 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 womp. Damn shame, son. Damn shame. Can't be doing that, I'm afraid. He mad. Whoa, 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 whoa. That'll do, donkey. 63. Alright, we knew that one was going to go off without a hitch. Let's do the... I really want to do this Vader one because that's the risky one, right? So, what did I have penciled in? We had a bunch of Empire hog mess, yeah? Had this one, and had... I mean... Royal Guard can get the taunt, yeah, and I have him at Relic 5, right? It's a little higher than he needs to be. Decently modded, too, so he's actually going to have some stick-to-itiveness. Yeah, 69% armor. He's actually a half-decent, bag of noodles. No, not this one. We do Separatist, and what? And then we get a Rebel. Rebel Scum. Filthy Rebel Scum. Aw, damn! You know what this looks like, guys? It looks like I'm going to actually have my Mon Mothma team unused, potentially, this round. Which means he should have been on defense instead of that crap Karth team. Damn! Alright, lesson learned. You zated? Hey, Mike Monkey! Good afternoon. Good to see you. Yeah, Baylor, you zated your IG-88. Remind me about how that goes. That's the one that, he has healing immunity on his basic. How does that work? How does that Zeta work? Ah, crap. I forget what it does. It's something like if they have target lock, they can't gain health, right? Because that's the reason you wanted that Zeta back in the days of, like, if you had it on the GG Nute team against Malik. That's what that is, right? That's what that Zeta does. But anyway, let me go back to Rebels. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, got it right on the head, Baylor. Yeah, no health or protection. I forgot about that part. That's a good one. Yeah, it would be a nice luxury Zeta for me, somewhere along the line. Okay, let's check the sheet. I have the note, use Fulcrum with Thrawn. We're doing that here. That's good. Vader, Thrawn. Alright, we think we're good on the math, so let's go. If we die, we die. Fallen, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright, weapon out to Vader. Alright, there's the taunt we anticipated. We do Merciless into Crush. No dots on him. Okay. So what do we do? We could try to bonk Django here, who will probably die. Not coming back is a good call. Yeah. Alright, you go away. Oh yeah. Man, did I way overthink this? Okay, the good news is that by the power of arithmetic were we saved. That checked out. Okay, so 60 on the nose, man. And I'll put a comment there. When I go back and look at this at the beginning of the next 5v5 season, I'm going to ask myself, why was Fulcrum on there? So I'm going to put a comment on the win, say, Fulcrum with Thrawn forfeit. Alright. We have what? So if we do that, let's think about that. Bounty hunters don't have a means of AoE dispel, but I don't have a means of AoE dispel with that Jedi team, right? I don't have a resurrection, no Jolie with there, so we are threatened by Droideka being under stealth. What is this? What is his thing? How does that work? All Separatist droid allies gain stealth. If General Grievous is an ally, so no stealth for them. So you're also not a Preton. So it goes Dooku, then you, and you would put these two. So I'd be stuck on Magna. So I don't have an AoE dispel here. How are we dealing with this? Geos is gonna be that answer, isn't it? Damn it. Alright. So if I have to Geos there, and that means against the RJT team, I need to be able to do that Jedi team. Which, I suppose we could. We don't have BB-8 as a major threat, right? So let's pen that in for now. That's, Qui-Gon Jinn, Cam, Shock, what was it? It was Zaris and Ayla. And if we think about that, yeah, that's a much better team to take against it. So, okay, so the game plan here against you, Mon Mothma, is still going to be Sith Triumvirate plus Gideon. And the Gideon is just super good. Super, super useful. Okay, anything else I need to think of? No, I think we're all right. Isaac3690, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Here, let me run my Discord for you guys. Feel free to hop in Discord. I've got the spreadsheet that you see me use for my planning. Obviously, it's based on Division 1, but you can access it through the 3 versus 3 for the 3v3 sheet, or 5 versus 5 for the 5 versus 5 sheet. It's a pinned message in each of those chat channels, and you could, save a copy of it to see what I do if you're wanting to see what I do. But more importantly, you could save a copy, clear out all my stuff, and now you have a nice template to use for tracking your own stuff. Highly recommend it, guys. That is what I do. All right. Let's get after this one. Man, that was a fine breakfast. Okay, people who need to be killed is going to be Biston. We're going to actually isolate Pow. We'll put the armor shred on her, just in case we end up getting stuck with her and we can move more expediently past her. Alright, so this is where everything goes to the funsies. We do the shield up here, we do the drain, and now Mon Mothma gets to start taking turns. Witness now as they are forced to attack Scion, turn after turn after turn. Nothing will spare them. You get nothing. Except for, you know, a nice fat stun I'm getting, but it's alright. Just watch them massacre themselves. Scion is just chillin'. Damn shame. Well, we're almost to a turn on these guys, eh? Aw, now why did you have to do that? You're not supposed to... Hey, get back on Scion, dammit. Hey, this attacking other people thing isn't so hot for me. Hey, now. Calm down, calm down. Man, literally Treya and Scion each have had one turn. That's the life that we're living right now. Unbelievably, they're still, you know, alive. There's the pain. Alright, now you're back on where you should be. Let's get this sewn up, shall we? Come on. Scion, please take a turn so we can have your ultimate go off. Okay. You doing stuff is fine. Drain will probably kill Mon Mothma there. Yep, that's right. That worked just fine. Okay, just people keeling over. Alright, yeah, 13 stacks of dot was actually pretty serious business. Let us finish you. Good. And this is the end. No reasonable opportunity to restore any more protection there, because we just used Scion's third, so that was as good as it was going to get. And 57 will do. 57 will do. Harold's gonna trip when he sees that the same troopers got that DR that I failed against last time. So, all right, Geos, let's do it. Soldier, Sunfet, Poggle, Spy, and go. People who stealth, roll out. Yeah, see, yeah, that's punishing to have B2 there. Hopefully we get... Okay. We didn't exactly get what I was looking for there, but I guess it'll have to do. There. Yep, that's good. Goodbye to you, friend. Let's make with the calling Poggle here. I really super want to get that ability block. That's just fine. We can dispel speed down and what? Deny Dooku a shock if we do this right. So we can call... Spy will do. But then he's going to do his sweep. So again, we should stick to B2. Paying taxes is pretty reasonable here. Most of the threats are off the deck. Let's deal with Nute's first life. I don't have any CC for Dooku right now, so I don't want to be hitting him. Alright, that's fine. Welcome back. Okay. Just as good a time as any to do this heal and dispel. We're actually in a pretty nice position, all things considered. Ability block, if we can get it. Or not. Just four, just straight up 4 attacks consecutively, as one does. Okay. Uh-oh. Can't be doing that now. Basic, after him, kill him! Do this, that's a fine move. Basic, let's try and ability block you if we can. Just gotta do these guys up TB style, Okay. Basic once more, and that's the fight. 55. Yeah, we were a couple turns away from getting another GBA heal, but it could have been better if we'd had the time. 55 is a reasonable price. Okay, so tell me what you, before we go on to fleets, let's wrap this one up. So, bounty hunters or the Jedi. If we do the Jedi, there's a lot of buffs, right? But there's also just an overwhelming amount of damage. But if we do bounty hunters, what does that look like? What does that look like? That's still going to be like what? Aurra, Boba, Boss, Grief, Mando. Boss, 315, 316, my bad. And Grief would be 315. You don't have a BB-8 to punish. You have a stun, you have an armor shred. We should be able to run buck wild, right? The only catch is how fast is she. Not going to be that fast, 283. I think that's our strategy, guys. We'll put this Qui-Gon Jinn thing on the back. And remember that we have all those Jedi who will go unused. This team and Mon Mothma going entirely unused. It's not that great. Aurra, Boba, helps. Boba, Bosk, Grief, Mando. Okay. Y'all are quiet out there. Must be eating. It's lunchtime for some people. Boba, Boss, Grief, Mando, and I think we're just fine. Let's roll. So, who do we attempt to dumpster off the bat? Should be R2, I think. He would be most annoying of all. What's up? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Didn't get the delete, but now we finish here. We can do the AoE, which would be just fine. People who should be sniped is probably RJT in terms of threats, so bye. Buff up once more. Buff up. If I can choose, I'd rather kill Zalbar. Just the greater threat between them. If I do this Dispel here, he's gonna... yeah, I won't be able to target him, so... Save for long... Okay, well, that's whatever it is. Okay, you don't need to do all that, man. Calm down with all that. Back to you. Call Boba. Hey, Sweens! Good afternoon, how you doing? Things are going well. No drops so far, no whammies. We're fighting Harold, who we fought in week 1, round 3. We beat him by 2 banners. He came back at us this round, full cleared my defense for about 20 more banners than he did for last time. But our attacks are going well, so we'll see where we're at. Somebody should be ready to do the fleet math here when we're done for... What do I need to get on fleets? Because fleets is dead last. Alright, you got that, and we can buff up here. We still got a month of Sundays until, yep, and boom. 60. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, yeah, Sweens, you're just in time for fleets. This was our last squad. Alright, here we go, guys. Thank you, Baylor. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So 25, let's see, 2514 plus 186 less 2796. So it's 96 banners. So it's 2700 on the nose. 96 divided by 2 is what? So I would need to get 48 banners to tie, right? Like, so I think we got this. All right, let's see what kind of mess he set down for me. Okay, so this is Vulture off the bench. Malevolence. This could be Holdoed, but we'll see if we really have to do that. Okay, Sasha, does that Chimera fleet look familiar to you? All right, I'll tell you what, guys. I could use a little bit more coffee. Let me take a couple minutes and we'll dig into these fleets and wrap up and get you rated to somebody awesome. But let me take a couple minutes here, fill up the coffee and everything. So let's go ahead and put on the coffee break music, and I'll see you here in a couple of minutes. All right, folks, we're back. Are we drinking Irish coffee? Honestly, Sweens, I put on a lot last night with the old fashions. Now, they're only 2 ounces of liquor in each one. But if you have like 4 of them in the course of like, oh, I don't know, hour and 20 minutes, they're taking you where you try to go. So I woke up with that nice gummy mouth feeling and all of it. So we'll stick to the afternoon, later in the afternoon, to get back on the old-fashioned train. But for now, Mrs. Bride of Tassinix finished off the coffee downstairs, so switching to the pop. All right, now let's see here. So I reserved Negotiator and Home 1. Yeah, you're not kidding, Sweens. It was a lot of fun last night, but I don't know if you noticed there, towards the end, I was, that intermittent light bulb just starting to sag, starting to fade. Managed to save myself from straight up passing out on stream, but it was closer than I would have liked. All right, so we Negotiator this fleet, this Malevolence, and then we Rebels this. So the Rebels is going to be the dicier match between the two. Sasha knows all about this matchup because we just did it for him this morning. So, Biggs, Biston, Millennium Falcon, Cassian Phantom 2, Y-Wing, and let's think about this. I'm not fighting a Negotiator. We should save. Gonna holdo the Mallow. No, I just don't need to. I don't need to. Yeah. I just don't need to. So like I was saying towards the beginning of the stream here with fleets, guys, over the course of the season, I've really found that I enjoy setting Malevolence of some, some Malevolence comp and some Empire comp. Sometimes Chimera with bounty hunters and stuff, or Empire. Sometimes Tarkin with only Empire. I don't do bounty hunters with that. But even then, there's a couple different lineups with Tarkin. So you got some flexibility just within that space of Empire. And then Malevolence is terrible banners on offense, I find. I'm just not impressed with it. So let Malevolence be their problem. If they want to use Holdo, I always put down the variant with Spy off the bench, because when you have Vulture off the bench, it is just too easy for Holdo. At least you have a chance for something to go wrong for them if you have Spy off the bench. But I like Malevolence on D and setting Empire on D, and without exception, Home 1 and Negotiator are the highest banner offensive fleets. So I'm finding that I'm enjoying that. And you guys know, I mean, for the last like 3-4 seasons going on back, I love setting Negotiator on defense, but no need. No need when I find myself, having battles where I'm getting edged out by, I'm edging people out or they're edging me out by just a couple of banners. Everything counts on offense these days. So, to my point, I really don't think I need Ebonhawk here. And I would like to have Ebonhawk for if that spy ends up being under stealth at a bad time. Who am I worried about that I would want to use? No, I don't think so. I think I just use this. I don't need to go so safe. I don't need to take any risks here about leaving banners off the table. But Ghost won't get summoned, so there's no value to bring in Ghost if I'm gonna go in under. If I'm thinking about bringing a fourth, it can't be Ghost. Ghost isn't worth it. Baylor Kraken. I'm sorry to disappoint, but that Mallow or that Holdo counter really is just super clean. But I can't see how it could be cleaner than a Negotiator underban. All right, so just the 3 of these. If we die, we die. Let's pencil in what we're fighting. So this is Chimera and Malevolence. Home 1 and Negotiator are the counters. Feels really good. All right, let's go. Blondes444, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry I missed you there a few minutes back. All right, let's think about this. If we could try and put some early damage on him, maybe get a lucky assist or 2. Wow, we're just gonna do. We got a lot luckier than I had any right to be, guys. I mean, if I'm being honest. All right, so the bad news is that we're stuck behind Bomber. But the good news is, with Gauntlet off the table, there's no Dispel threat. Not until Palpatine comes out, and that's okay with us. We'll figure out our way past that. Alright, so still no opportunity to go after Bomber yet. And we don't get any assists so long as we have the fire. Now, if we do, I think Phantom 1 might be the better choice. Because we'll quickly get another reinforcement out. We can do what? We can get that protection back. We can also just try and do a big hit. Let's think about this. We got that. We got the big hit damage. It might kill. It might kill. We're mostly full on protection. Oh yeah! Oh, that worked just splendidly. Okay, then fine. Come out and heal him then. Do what you want. It's fine. I'm not your real dad. Okay, no assist there. It's kind of a bummer. Come on, there you go, there you go. Kill him! Okay, not quite what I was going for. But now we can do this. I would like, very much, for you to be dead, and you to be hidden. Kill? So we didn't do the kill there off of, Cassian. We'll get to that. I promise you. I promise you we will. Okay, that's fine. Do the healing. Okay, here we are. Cutting through. Cutting through. Kill him! Almost there. Basic. Come on. Come on, guys. Don't be so stingy. Kill the guy. There you go. 65. 65. So I really would need to lay an egg here to have a bad match on the other one. Perfect, though. Alright, let's do what we came to do. Galactic Republic. Alright, GK, fine, this one. And who else? Who else? Anyone else? You could say Rex. You could say Consular. You could say a lot of things. What are the odds that we live through, when this fight goes through 2 reinforcements? I would say almost none. Now, it would be nice to have more protection there for the Y-Wing. So I guess we don't need to go that light from that point of view. We don't need to go light for any reason. I think we're going to be okay. Spy is going to start under stealth though, right? Our gold mod's inside of it. Okay, can you lay eggs? Oh, Stillo, sorry I missed you there. That's funny though. That's a good one. All right, let's think about this. We could still underman, but why? Why underman against Malevolence here? We're not going to need... yeah, I mean, we're just not going to call that. All right, so we're going to take in 4 Galactic Republic reinforcements. And again, for the folks that don't necessarily know this, Y-Wing gains plus 15% max protection for each Galactic Republic ally, including reinforcements present at the start of battle. So we have an incentive, even if we expect the battle not to go out to the 3rd and 4th reinforcement, just to have their bodies there to bulk up the Y-Wing. It would be either Consular here or Evanhawk, right? So, where is he? So, I mean, Evanhawk's big and strong. We would only leave 15% max protection off of the table. And I don't think that that's too much. And again, this is a flexible pick, right? This gives us a way to get at Spy if we have the opportunity. Yeah, Estillo, but I'm already so super safe on banners. Like, correct me if I'm wrong here. I would really have to just completely destroy myself. Let's run the numbers. 2579 plus 186 less 2796 is 31. I'd have to get well, I need to get at least 32 banners on this. So you see what I'm saying, Estillo? There's no reason to bother. There's no reason to bother trying to get too fancy on myself. He's already done the best he can do. He's full cleared. So, back to this. But yes, Estillo, to your point, that 4 ships is very likely all you need. If it were me, I would take in just, Plo and Ahsoka as reinforcements if banners mattered. But since they don't, why not use that overwhelming advantage, right? Yeah, why not? Yeah, exactly. If I'm not constrained, why add a constraint? So we have our main ships. Let's swap these back around. I just don't like them that way. 1, 2, and 3. I'm okay with that. All right, off to the races then. Isaac, if you want to talk about your account, we can talk about it after the stream. Just hop on my Discord and we can have a conversation. Posting my Discord again in chat for you guys. Okay, so we do the basic here onto Sunfac. Sunfac will end up being the one that we want to kill first, but we actually have the opportunity to get its Spy here, right, and preclude a lot of damage. Matter of fact, this may well kill him. There we go. That is a fine choice we made. 8 of 5's Y-Wing and Plo, and it's bad if it's a 68. Fair enough, Estillo. I don't think I've ever lost a battle because of that, so I'm more of a have it not need it than need it not have it sort of guy. Alright, so we're going to do this big smash here because we can get away with it safely. They do the sweep, which is whatever. We call out Plo Koon. Makes everything really nice. Really nice. No, I see what you're talking about, Asil. I mean, yeah, if banners mattered, I probably would run that. And honestly, it's been so long since I've run it the way that you're suggesting with only one reinforcement. I would be nervous doing it, but I think I'd find a way. Wow, soldier off deck. Wow, didn't see that one coming. Okay. I really would like to have that down, but you having offense down would be pretty neat too. We'll have other opportunities to hit you. Matter of fact, here's a golden opportunity as it stands. We'll go ahead and take off your buffs, and then go back over to Hyena, and then do middle. Basic. It's fine, keep up the pressure. Basic. Okay. Getting closer to a Mal ult. It's kind of rough. Let's have you get buff immunity. How long? How we doing on time? Alright, let's do a smash. It could have gone worse. Could have gone better. Come on now. Yeah, now we just do this for the end. $61. I can live with it. We would have had a few more banners had we gone in a little under, but we are over the 60 mark, over the line of shame. Alright. So, how do we final out? So that's 4, 26, so 30 banners. 30 banners difference. It's, and I mean, that's where he had his problem here with my Tarkin fleet in the back. So let's pencil this one in, guys. We got the W. It's 2826 to 2796. So, whereas I beat him only by 2 banners before, I opened the gap to 30. Not so much that I opened the gap as he opened the gap for me. So, you'll take it how it comes, right? 2 fights against Herald in 1 season. Man, what a time. What a season. All right, let's go back and take a look real quick here. We'll do the wrap up as usual, but give me just a moment, guys. I want to see about my feet situation. All right, 1Z, 2Z. Squads, fleets, and crap, I missed this one. I mean, I'm already Kybered. I'm certainly not in contention for like top 10 or anything, so I guess I miss on these 90 banners though. That's the problem. I didn't frickin' read. Should have had Grief Karga in the BAM team. Then I probably would have had to have used that Jedi team to clear the RJT in the back. Still, it could have been done. All right, so I have to do a fleet battle and then a few squads today, and then I'm in the clear on that. But you know, not all bad. Not all bad. All right, let's do the wrap up, guys. So, if you're getting here late, Herald did most of his attacks starting when I was already asleep. He one-shot all the squads. There's really not a lot to see there. I'll give you a second to look them over, and then we'll move on. Thank you, Kraken. Thank you, Sweens. Thank you, Estillo. Thank you, Sasha. Appreciate the congratulations. It feels good. Good opponent. Wins against good opponents are a wonderful, valuable thing. All right, and I already showed you the fleets. You guys know what happened back there. He one-shot the Malevolence, and then he needed 3 attempts to get through Executrix. So, you know, Old Man Tarkin, Peter Cushing is here for you, man. Thanks, Wolfman. Appreciate it. And thank you, Baylor. Appreciate you. All right, so against this wall here, no impediment to him. He just popped right through all these. Decent banner scores. He keeps 4 GLs for attack, so you would expect that, right? Some good scores. And again, he one-shot everything back here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have regrets. I have regrets about setting that Karth team. I could have set that Jedi team, and it would have been a lot better. I could have set Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma went entirely unused. I hate that, man. Look at this, a hot garbage team. I mean, like, Mon Mothma isn't a whole lot better, but it is better. So I could have done that. So notes for next time. All right, yeah, so he had his trip up on fleets, and it was my board to see what happened. So let's actually start at the bottom. We didn't have any drops, guys. I'll read out those banners to you that we got. So on the front wall, you know, we used JKL, Hoda, and JML against CLS for 62. We did CLS against Gas for 56. We did JKR, Jolie, Ezra, Grandmaster, and Bastila against BAM for 56. Against Crew, we used BAM, Queel, IG-11, Dengar, Kara for 60. Shame on me, I should have had Grief in there. I was really planning on doing that too, damn it. Up top, well actually we'll go to the back here. Knock that out. So in the back we had RJT, so we beat that with Aurra, Boba Boss, Grief, Mando. Against Ray, we used C, Armor, Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper, and Gar Saxon, and those 3 tanks bravely sacrificed their lives to give C enough time to do the damn thing, and he got the battle by the skin of his teeth at 46. Against DR, so if you guys remember, last time I fought this guy here early on, man, I dropped on his DR because my troopers weren't properly clocked. My Death Trooper was just a wee bit too slow. We fixed that problem. He set DR there to trip me up in the back. Got him with the troopers as intended for 59. That was the pinnacle of this round for me, for sure. Was avenging my troopers. All right, so Django, you know, I was sweating how I was going to do that Vader battle against it. And my god, man, Vader just absolutely trounced them, so nothing to worry about there. Triumvirate+Gideon against the Mon Mothma turn meter team, no problems. Oh yeah, let me give you those banners. Against Django, it was 60. Against Mon Mothma, it was 57. Against Nute here, we did GBA for 55. I mean, you know, Geos is 55 every time. You can't do nothing about that. Maybe rarely you could get whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so GG. This is a nasty GG team, guys. The staggering of the different health pools makes it a very big threat, and of course all the speed passed out by BB-8, or you know, TM rather. So we used Slacker against that for 63. And then you guys just witnessed here how we took care of fleets. We did Rebels against Chimera for, what was it again, 65, and Negotiator with way more reinforcements than were ever needed. We made use of 2, and 2 was absolutely the most we would have made use of in almost any circumstance. But we got the win for 61. So, awesome round, guys. It's been a real pleasure having you along for this season. I'm going to try and put together a wrap-up video. It's been a while since I've done one. I haven't done one in a couple of seasons. I'm going to try and keep it short. Last time I did a review on a season, it was still like a half-hour video, and I got feedback from people like, nobody's trying to watch that crap for 30 minutes. So I'm going to stew on it, distill the essence of the season for you, and try to put a video out the next couple of days with my lessons learned. So let's see about getting you guys off to another streamer, yeah? Let's do a raid. Galaxy of Heroes. I don't believe I have raided Ringer before. Let's go give Ringer some love. How about that, guys? Alright, let's set up the raid to Ringer. If I have raided Ringer before, then that's my bad. But all to the good for him. Okay, guys, I'm going to start the raid up and we'll run the outro. It's been such a pleasure. Get at me on Discord. See you all real soon, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.